morning, children. Let's continue from the last paragraph of page number 78. Tired and hungry, I started breathing through my mouth. Now, since the author was very much tired and he was not able to breathe through his nostrils, so he tried to breathe through his mouth. After a while, I switched to single nostril power, which seemed to be admitting enough oxygen. But just as I was drifting off, I woke up abruptly. So he tried to sleep, and as he was trying to sleep, he was trying to take oxygen, or he was trying to breathe from his single nostril that was open, the other one was blocked. So he was getting enough oxygen. But as he was drifting off means as he was feeling sleepy or drowsy, suddenly I woke up. He woke up suddenly. Something was wrong. There was something wrong he was feeling. My chest felt, next page, children, strangely heavy, and I sat up, a movement that cleared my nasal passage almost instantly and relieved the feeling in my chest. Curious, I thought. So, when he was just feeling sleepy, suddenly he woke up and there was something wrong. He was feeling very heavy. His chest was feeling very heavy and he was not able to lay down. So, he sat up. And as soon as he sat up, a movement that cleared my nasal passages. As soon as he sat up on his bed, everything was okay. His nose was clear, he was able to breathe, and the heaviness that he was feeling in his chest, that was also gone away. Curious, I thought. He thought it's very strange. I lay back down and tried again. So he again lay down on his bed and he tried to sleep. Same result. I was on the point of disappearing into the land of Nod when something told me not to. So when again he was trying to sleep, and when he was trying to into the land of Nod means at in the state of sleep. So when again he was about to sleep, suddenly something told him that he couldn't do that. He was not able to sleep. It must have been those emergency electrical impulses again. Electrical impulses means he was getting some signals from his brain, but this was not the same as on previous occasions. But such things had never happened again. Although he had problem in breathing earlier also, but it was not like that he was not able to sleep. This time I was not gasping. Gasping means to take long breaths. So he was not gasping for breath. I was simply not allowed to go to sleep. So this time what was the problem? That he was not able to sleep. Of course he was having, when he sat up, he was okay. He had no problem. It was easy for him to breathe. But as soon as he lay down, something stopped him from sleeping and he was not able to sleep. Sitting up once more immediately made me feel better. So he again got up, and as soon as he got up and he sat down, he was feeling better. I could breathe freely and my chest felt fine. But as soon as I lay down, my sinuses filled and my chest was odd. So, when he sat down, can easily breathe and his chest was also relaxed. But as soon as he lay down, my sinuses is the nostrils, and means you can say his nostrils, they were blocked, and his chest, he felt heavy. I tried propping means to hold up myself upright against the wall, but now I couldn't manage to relax enough to drop off. To drop off means to go to sleep. So he tried to hold himself, or he tried to get up with the support against the wall, but he was not able to relax enough to go to sleep. I couldn't put my finger on the reason, but I was afraid to go to sleep. He was not able to find out actually what was the reason that he was not able to sleep, but he was now afraid of going to sleep, because as soon as he tried to sleep, as soon as he lay down, his nostrils were blocked and he felt very heaviness in his chest. A little voice inside me was saying that if I did, I might never wake up again. So I stayed awake all the night. So there was, he was having intuitions, or something was telling him that if he will sleep that night, maybe that it would be his last night and he would not be able to get up in the morning. So he was afraid of sleeping and he stayed awake for the whole night. Satan took me to the Darchan Medical College the following morning. The medical college at Darchan was new and looked like a monastery from the outside with a very solid door that led into a large courtyard. So in the morning he told all his problem to Darchan and Darchan took him to the medical college. Sorry, Satan took him to the medical college of Darchan. The medical college at the Darchan, it was very new, it was newly constructed, and it from the outside it looked like a monastery. Monastery, it's a holy place. So they entered there, that had a very big solid gate, and when they entered there, they found that there was a big courtyard also. We found the consulting room, which was dark and cold and occupied by a Tibetan doctor who wore none of the paraphernalia that I had been expecting. So now the author was expecting that the doctor will be in his proper dress up, paraphernalia means with equipment and all. So when he went into the consulting room, it was very dark and cold, and there was a doctor who was Tibetan. He was sitting there, and but he was not having the equipments as he had seen earlier with other doctors. He was not having anything like that. No white coat. He looked like any other Tibetan with a thick pullover and a woolly hat. So the doctor, he was not wearing his white coat, which was a trademark for the doctors. He was simply wearing a thick pullover, a warm woolly hat. When I explained my sleepless symptoms and my sudden aversion to lying down, he shot me a few questions while feeling the veins in my wrist. So he explained his problems, what he had during the last night, and he told him aversion means something against. He told him that as soon as he tried to sleep, something stopped him and something was against him to make him sleep. So the doctor asked him some more questions, and at the same time, the doctor was trying to feel the pulse in his wrist. Children, that's all for today. Rest we will do in the next class.